Welcome to Uncle Taylor's Unchained universe. Strap in for some content palooza.
Hey everybody, welcome to Uncle Taylor's Unchained Universe. I'm your host, Uncle Taylor. Thank you very much for being here. It's been a minute. And I need a sentimental fucking cough to cough me up. I don't know. Anyway, good to have you here. I don't even know what the fucking day is. It's a blur today. Sunday, the 18th of September, 7:39 p.m. Australian Eastern arsehole time. It is great to be here. As usual, I've got the usual suspects with us, Uncle Jesse and Uncle Jackson. Boys, good evening to you both.
How are you?
You want to say that again, Jesse? Jacko, sorry, you sound dead.
Good evening, sir. How are we?
There you go. Hello, mate. Jesse, hello, sir.
He looks frozen. I think he's gone again. Oh, no, he's
Here
back.
he is.
There
Hello,
he is.
Jesse. How are you, mate? How's it going, big fella? I think we have some audio technical difficulties here with Jesse, so we'll just continue.
Finally. Finally.
Here he is. Hello, Jesse. How are you going, mate?
Oh, get fucked, honestly.
He's having a very good day, kids. He's having a lot of fun. It is good to have you here. Good to have you both back. It's been about 3 weeks to a month since we have all met up and talked and podcasted. What's been going on?
Sweet fuck all, mate. Just technical difficulties with this fucking computer is probably the most significant thing that's fucking happened to me.
That's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to have that as your slight little issue, mate. Believe it or not, I would prefer it. I would prefer it. How about you, Jacko? What's been going on, mate?
Well, I mean, since we last recorded, I've moved, so I'm in my new place now. Yeah, other than that, just same old, same old. That's the only real news that's happened in the last couple of weeks.
That's good.
What about
It's not
yourself?
bad. Oh, mate, not much. Just been crook and just battling that. So that's about it. There's fuck all that's been going on. Fuck all going in. Fuck all going out. It's the way it's been. It's the way, it's been a unique experience. I've got something that's going to lighten the mood though, lads. I've got something. Consider this the official Uncle Taylor Roast Phil Dogs fucking video that I have wanted to do for a long time. If Phil's listening to this, which I know he's not because he's a simpleton, this roast is for you, Philium. So I'm not sure about you, Jack. I know you definitely didn't watch it, but Jesse watched it. Jesse, do you remember how on his Phil's last stream he did about two and a bit weeks ago, I said to that fucking mongoloid that I would give him $100 cash if he cleaned his room. Do you remember this?
I remember something along the lines of that, yeah.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Phil Dogs is a local retard kid who gets on TikTok and YouTube and thinks that he is just the duck's guts for fucking... No, for those who don't know, Phil is a guy on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, everything. And the usual joke we run with is that, he has chromosomes. And that's the typical joke. And, in that little group, we accept it. Now, Phil decided to try and roast me, as he would say, and all he could do is call me a fat cunt and all this kind of stuff for about a minute and a half. His video goes for about 3 to 4 minutes. It's about a minute long. His actual roast of me calling me a fat cunt, and that's all he can say. Uncle Taylor's wild ride, more like Uncle Taylor's broken ride because of your weight, you fat cunt. That's exactly what he said. It's fucking hilarious, but it's true. And this is what he did. I gave him a physical challenge on his stream and said, I'll give you $100 if you clean your room. Now I was hoping I would have to pay up. I messaged him yesterday, said, are you going to stream? He goes, no. And I said, did you clean your room? He goes, no, I didn't. Now, I want to read to you this fucking dog shit, because this is honestly some of the best fucking things in the world. I need to give context for everything. I was brutal. I need to set the tone. I was fucking brutal. I said, Phil best be streaming tonight, 2 weeks. I ain't streaming tonight as I'm taking a break from streaming for a bit. So I asked him, did you end up cleaning your room? He writes, nope, with 5 emojis. I said, not really that funny, but okay. Now, Phil's latest video that he's put out on any form of social media is this game called Purple Palace. And you make cakes and cupcakes. It's designed for a fucking idiot. I mean, for kids. Really, more importantly, it's for kids. Like I would expect your young one, Jess, to when she grows a little bit older, to actually say, "Hey, Daddy, can I play this game?" And I'm not even taking the mick. I'm being legitimate. I swear to fuck, I'm being serious. It's on a conveyor belt, and you make cakes and colors and shit. So I said to Phil, quite depressing. You can play a game designed for 6-year-olds, but not clean your room for $100. He goes, well, I helped a girl that I was talking to on WhatsApp with her grayscale crypto issue. I said, whatever excuse you can pull out of the Coca-Cola cans, pathetic. And I use that word, pathetic. And he goes, the thing is, I don't know what to chuck out. And if I did clean it, probably end up getting messy again anyway. I said, again, pathetic excuses. No problems, Phil. Keep up the gypsy lifestyle. I called him a gypsy in his stream 2 weeks ago. I'm certain it will be beneficial one day to you. For your information, I work on a weekly basis, and I think he's meant to say I work 4 days a week, not weekly. In the sense he works once a week, and I don't have time to do any of that shit. Plus, I want to relax after I come home from work. So I said, Phil, you think I fucking want to come home, mow lawns, and clean my house and maintain where I live, let alone my wife who travels 2 hours each way to work to come home and do any of that shit? It's called being an adult. I work a lot harder than you, mate, and longer for that matter. You are just lazy, Phil. Plain and bloody simple. Don't go off and sulk and leave the group chat. There's no point in leaving to come back. No matter what I say and trying to motivate you, it's the same shit. Excuse after excuse after excuse. I'm now just going to accept who you are. Try my best to help out, but all good. I'll put my energy into the other lads and support them more. Keep making excuses up, mate. And then I fucking said privately to Phil, I said, you will move into a care home when your parents die because you cannot look after yourself because you're a fucking simpleton.
So I'm guessing that relationship's fucking strained then.
He left the group chat.
Oh, shit.
And I messaged him and I said, the fuck's going on, Phil? I realized I went a bit too fucking hard, so I kind of had to pull back. I went, holy shit. I looked at myself in the review and went, hang on, bruv. You do be busting it out in the open, It was bad. It was very fucking bad. Shout out to Callisto, Nick, Rose. Honestly, it was fucked. And he's just like, you're giving me a fucking lecture on my life. I said, I'm trying to help you, Phil, you fucking idiot. Like, you can't be that stupid. And then he asked me, did I ever give, have I ever met a porn bot on WhatsApp? It's like, no, I haven't, Phil. I'm not looking for porn bots on WhatsApp. The man, honestly, like, look, I guess it's probably not much more of a roast, more like I can't believe this man's 28 and he lives the life that he lives and survives. If I could get fucking little snippets of the stream, he eats McCain's meals 6 days a week, along with heat up sausage rolls and party pies. That's what he has for dinner, bruv.
Fuck.
I asked him, what's your favorite meal that your mum makes? You know what he said to me?
What's that?
Mince.
Yeah, beef mince with a T.
Yeah. So then
with a T.
Then the wife got online and made these little fucking Jack's mints, and it was like just like beef mince cooked up. It was fucking hilarious. It was really fucking good. But man, honestly, this man, he I said he's just fucked, dude.
But I do gotta say, you know who you're arguing against, Taylor. You're getting yourself worked up over this shit. You know who you're fucking.
It's good.
Hold on.
It's good. It lets my true potential out as a human being, the lowest form of humanity. So I made this, and for those who want to know, this is what this guy looks like. So that's him. Hang on, look, come on.
There
Come
you
on,
go.
fuck yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah.
If you move it a bit more to that way, a bit more center, then you'll be able to see it. Yeah.
Oh, what's...
So then I made that. I
Oh,
wanted
is
it
it?
to be clearer. So that's an
Yeah,
abandoned
Oh,
house
Jesus
with trash in it,
Christ.
and wrote,
Fuck.
"This is fine," and put his face in it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine living. I love how he says, "Oh, if I clean it, it'll just get messy again." It's like, yeah, that's why you keep cleaning. That's the fucking
Exactly.
point, brother. That's the
Bro.
point, brother. You got to keep
Bro,
cleaning.
this guy is fucking honestly beyond useless. And it saddens me that this man, when his parents die, will move into a care home because he will not be able to sustain and live a
He'll
life.
be on the fucking streets, bro. I won't be
Bro, dead
surprised.
set. Dead set.
Like,
Hashtag Uncle Taylor's tea spills. Get fucked,
So
This
he's no longer on talking terms now. He's kind of like,
Oh no, we're talking.
he's talking, yeah.
Because it's kind of like with Phil, all you have to do is do a Jedi mind trick, and he'll fucking be like, "Hello, back to square one."
Oh, he loves you, mate. Like
I know.
you could do horrible things to that.
I
that
could
kid.
chop his cock off with a fucking butter knife, and then about 2 days later, I say, "Sorry about that." Phil goes, "You hurt my feelings." Oh, I'm sorry, Phil. Okay.
And he'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have had a dick. It's still good, mate.
Exactly.
It's my fault, really."
Exactly. My ex doesn't mind if my room's dirty. Yeah, she's your fucking ex, bruv. She's your ex.
Obviously, she
Your
fucking did.
ex. She's probably got the X chromosome for that matter.
But then again,
brother.
my first thought is when he says my ex didn't mind, I'm like thinking, well, you got to think what type of girl would date Phil Dogs? Probably the same type of person that Phil Dogs is. So her fucking room's probably a mess as well. And they probably get together and they fucking make even more mess.
They
and then
trade their garbage, bruv.
Yeah. Oh, look, I got this really cool fucking McDonald's cup from fucking 2002 that I got when I was like fucking 7, mate. Yeah, do you want this? Yeah, sweet, mate. Like, fuck.
Thanks, Phil. Hey, my dad finished with this carton of milk. Do you want to take it home and add it to your pile?
Yeah, cool. You can have my dad's used soap collection.
That's it. Get the 50-something soaps his dad has. Anyway, this cunt is fucked, and it saddens me that I went to a new level of darkness. But anyway, that's Uncle Taylor for you.
Sometimes you got it, mate. Sometimes
you got to embrace it, bruv. If there are so many fucking snowflakes out in the world this day. I mean, Jackson's a prime example here. Mr. Snowflake gets real butthurt about someone using the bowling ball. I want you to elaborate on this, Jacko. Why were you so upset about someone using a bowling ball?
I didn't care that he used my ball. I asked if that was the ball because it looked like it. That's all I said. It looked like the ball, so I said, "Is that my bowling ball?" And that's all I said.
Rev, do you know what your bowling ball looks like? Serious question.
Well, I know.
What is it?
Well, obviously it's a Simpsons thing with like sort of light blue,
Yeah.
like coloring. But I thought I wasn't
what's
sure
on it, Brev.
I can tell what's on it.
So what's on the ball? We know the color. So what are the logos?
I said it's light blue, Simpsons, Pen Pals, ball.
But who the characters, Brev?
You got Shoma, you got Mo, you got Pooh, and Mr. Burns.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. He wins. I like it.
Yeah.
The man actually has paid attention.
He knows his balls. Good on him.
Poor Jackson's head. He said they're so happy. And then he's that. Poor Jacko. We love you, Jacko.
Yeah, of course we do. Of course we do. It's all in good fun, mate.
Oh man, this is wild. This is wild already. I'm really enjoying this game. You know what else you guys would enjoy?
BDSM.
Now, but go.
Raid Shadow Legends. No, I was waiting on that. Raid Shadow Legends. How about that? That was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Jacko likes it.
To throw back.
Yeah, one thing I miss is one thing I miss is your motivational segments at the end of the podcast. Like we haven't seen those since for months now.
I know it's been unmotivational. I got to be honest with you. It's been winter. It's dark. My fucking urine freezes when I'm taking the piss in the middle of winter. It's not fun, bro. There's no motivation there. It's
I mean, how is
severe.
it when it's so cold that your dick goes up into your stomach? I mean, how fucking motivated can you get, bro? Really, like
Exactly,
it
Brev.
shrivels up and shit, and you look down and you're like, oh, what the fuck
I
is
mean,
this?
look, it's small as it is already. Any smaller, it's going to become a serious problem.
Yeah,
You
that's what I
know,
mean.
and
Just
that's what I
shriv-
don't want.
mm,
I
yeah.
don't want. I just realized I look like a crack addict right now with this hat and glasses on. I look like I'm trying to fucking suck someone's. You know what?
have you got like a t-shirt and a jersey on over it as well?
Yeah, got a t-shirt and a
Yes,
jersey.
solid combo, bro.
Just rocking it. It's like, yeah, I'm too fat to take my shirt off, but I wear a fucking singlet. Yeah, like, don't look at my armpits. They have not seen a lot of day. I'm trying to avoid that at all costs because I don't have the gym bod, but that's good. It's good. Also, and for those who are wondering, next week we're gonna have Nick Rose on. We were meant to have him on a couple of weeks back. We got sick. I spoke to him. He's definitely very keen to come on board and perform for us. So I hope to have him on next week. So we'll give an update on that, or he'll just be on either way. And we need to get fucking Dukwa back on. It's been a minute since we've had the Duke of the Wild, War of the Duke. The Baba Duke, we need him on. So I want to get him on. And if you guys know people, we can get them on too. I'd be keen to, have those compatriots come join the most cooked podcast on fucking iTunes and Spotify and that kind of good shit. So definitely definitely good to have people on. We've had no emails, so fucking email me. You can't. I'm gonna fucking talk to you. Talk to our fans. That's what we like. Our fans. It's unorganized chaos, boys. It's been a minute. I'm trying to remember how the fuck we structured this shit. So this has been
I think the structure just went out the fucking window, to be honest. I think we just kind of threw it out and we're like, oh fuck it, let's just ad lib the cunt. So
Rev, the structure's good. It's good. It's fucking good shit. I want to take a very quick minute here as well. Obviously we've been off for a couple of weeks.
Well, that was a quick contribution. Thanks, everyone.
Mate, exactly. You only contribute for 2 minutes and you're done for another 50. So, like, what's the point, bruv? You're sweet. Look at his head. Jackson, you love it.
Yeah.
Don't make it.
Two topics, but it depends on whether you're granting me
before you start your little political fucking shit. I want to just quickly acknowledge the fact that the Queen did pass away a couple of weeks back. Last week, sorry, I think it was. Very sad for the world. 96, good life, good innings. What I want to do is have a minute silence and just pay our respects to the Queen. So,
well, before you
you can
do
shut
that,
your fucking mouth, Jackson. We're gonna have a minute silence, and I'll let you talk. Okay.
Put your head
Okay.
down.
Everyone quiet. Okay, that's a minute silence. You can call it a minute. Oh, no. In all seriousness, the Queen did die. Very sad. Jacko, you have someone to comment about it?
Yeah, so I actually received a motion about this when I was at my local branch meeting. So basically, it was interesting to note that during her reign, the second Elizabethan age, she'd seen 16 British prime ministers, 16 Australian prime ministers, and 16 governor generals of Australia as well. So it was sort of 16, 16, 16. But in her...
Was this a motion at your branch, was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. So we moved to... there was a motion of condolence on behalf of the Queen. And so that will go to the King's private secretary, which is the first time, arguably, that I've ever known of a motion being moved, which will be acted outside of Australia. So it was quite interesting to see. But yeah, on that, she had been on the throne for, of course, as we all know, 70 years. But she was so close to 71 years. She'd been there on the throne for 70 years and 218 days. So, just close. you know. But it was interesting to see on the. Did you guys see on the news? Two things have happened since because she's now lying in state for I think another 2 days. But there were two incidences at inside where people have been going to see her.
I did see that. Yes.
The first was a guard collapsed, which was I think that was on the first day that she was in wait. But the second one was a guy yesterday rushed at the Queen, rushed at the coffin, and police was, dealt with him. But it's just, yeah, it's interesting. I've seen so many, not only British MPs and things like that, their reactions to go in there, but also Tracy Grimshaw also went in there, current affair post. And it was sort of interesting to see, everyone comes out with a different emotion. Like, even Tracy Grimshaw said, for example, she wasn't expecting to get as emotional as she did, but yeah, she could barely do her live feed back across to us in Australia because she had to keep stopping every few minutes to, compose herself. And, there was, of course, Theresa May, former Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, former Prime Minister.
Who's Theresa May? Who's Theresa May?
Theresa May is the former, was the Prime Minister prior to Boris Johnson.
And what country is this for?
United Kingdom.
Oh, okay, cool. Because clearly we're in Australia and we love European politics. So please continue, Jacko. Elaborate further, if that's okay.
Yeah. Well, it's the Queen of the United Kingdom, so I sort of did put two and two together.
Yeah, but like fucking, your best friend's having a holiday in London right now. So like, get real with it.
Yeah, well, we get a public holiday in November. In November. What am I saying?
In November?
On Thursday.
You mean on Thursday?
On Thursday.
They should have made
my
that.
brain just died then.
Should have made that a Friday. Should have made that a fucking Friday.
I agree with that, but yeah, it's been the long custom of because it's happened so few, but throughout history, it's been known that we've had few monarchs die,
but not for a public holiday, son.
We've had public holidays in the past. We've had public holidays.
We're 27, bro. In your life, how many public holidays have you had for a monarch dying?
Oh, me never. But
exactly, Jackson. That's the point.
For Australia, we've had two monarchs. We had
two monarchs.
Two monarchs.
Two monarchs. What is that? New Pokemons, are they?
Monarchs. But, so we had Queen Elizabeth II, and we've also had her father as well. I know he's King George,
yes.
but I can't remember what number he was. I think it's King George VI, but I could be wrong.
How dare you not know the king's name, you fucking swine.
I got the name.
You shall have your head cut off from your neck and shoulders and put onto a fucking pike outside London Tower. You fucking treasonous. Yeah.
All right, that's enough out of you. So I've just muted him basically in case you didn't know. So he's losing it at the moment. But anyway,
you fucking muting me, boy. You fucking clown.
Oh. Yes, now shut up. I'm talking. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. So, all right.
Wasn't fucking me.
So he must have muted himself. But anyway, yeah, when King George VI, I'm going to say, I think that's right. I'm fairly certain that's right. But when King George VI died, the Prime Minister at the time went to London and did the same things that Anthony Albanese is currently doing. And when he came back, they made the public holiday the day after the Prime Minister comes back. So that was the custom that was set back then. So that's what they're doing now. Because Anthony Albanese comes back on the Wednesday, they're then putting the public holiday on the Thursday. You're watching Taylor miming.
Yeah, sorry. He's losing his shit down there. He fucking, yeah.
Well, he muted himself, so I don't know what he's whinging about.
You absolute fucking swine dog millionaire prick, fucking muting me like that. How dare you, Jackson?
I muted you the first time. I don't know I'm more offended. The second time.
You fucking lying dog washer, you. All right, go on. Continue with your little spiel about the Queen. Jackson.
Just before we go on,
I don't think either of
when I
you
come
have
back on
noticed,
after
but I
this-
finished. I actually finished while you guys were going laughing at each other, but you know,
Who was laughing? I really wasn't laughing that
Jesse
much.
was laughing.
I was laughing because you fucking go. He was talking, right, and all I could see was you going ape shit in the bottom screen. So I was
Yeah,
fucking
fucking. You know, Jackson's the host of the chat, and it's King George VI. Jackson, you are correct.
Yeah,
we have a thing called
perfect.
Google you can utilize as well, which is a wonderful thing. So, thank you very much for that.
So we'll take a short break here and come back with part 2. Welcome back. We're back with part 2, and here's your host, Uncle Taylor.
Thank you, Jackson. We kids, I've had a lobotomy in the last 4 minutes, and tonight we're going to have a wonderful little vigil here, and we're going to listen to Auntie and Uncle Jackson and his political talk. Go ahead, Jackson.
Thank you. So a few things that have happened the last couple of weeks. I'm only keeping it to 2 things that have happened. So firstly,
2 minutes, Jackson.
So this week coming, we've actually got they're going to start talking about the National Integrity Committee, Integrity Commission rather. So the
Yes.
bill will be, I think it's coming in tomorrow. Actually, they're going to start discussing it, and they're hoping to get it started from this week. So that was one of the election promises that the Labor government announced before they were elected. So it's good to see that come through. So also what was interesting in question time last week rather, was that question time the opposition got their first motion of suspending standing orders, which is what the opposition does to sort of disrupt things or to sort of try and make life difficult for the government, which is what the opposition basically, that's their main role. And they were so intent on doing it, they got nowhere really, and they weren't really all that prepared. So it was kind of a bit of a bust. But the second thing I wanted to talk about was I've done a bit of digging with the independent members that were elected into the parliament. So, as you know, we've got the largest crossbench in history at the moment, with I think about 15 members.
Is that a game?
Yeah. No. So that's that's
okay.
people who aren't Labor or Liberal are considered the crossbench. So that's the Greens, the Independents, Centre Alliance, things.
Bottom feeders.
Basically, enough that people who don't have enough to form government basically are the crossbench. And so one was interesting. One of them is I believe she took over in the electorate of Fowler, but Di Lay. She, upon doing a bit of research on her, I found that she was once a member of the Liberal Party, and she was actually kicked out of the Liberal Party and then decided to run as an independent. So I thought that was a little bit interesting. Our new member for Fowler. So I think when it comes to voting, I think I know where she might be going. She'll probably lean closer to the Liberal Party as opposed to the government. But we'll have to wait and see. At the moment, I don't think she's voted on anything so far. But yeah, that's the political roundup for now. I'll be back with more once I hear more about this Integrity Commission and how they're going.
Thank you, Jackson. Appreciate it, mate. And everybody, thank you, Jackson. That's Jackson's segment for the night. Thank you, Jacko.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you for that contribution, son. We really appreciate it. As always,
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Doing the hard yards.
Doing the hard yards. That's what we prefer. We prefer it long and hard. Long and hard.
Yeah.
So, okay, now onto the Macho Man Randy Savage kind of shit. Sports. So let's address the elephant in the room. We got sports to talk about. Jesse, you're a cunt. And the fucking 3 teeth ticks you fucking
mate
who follow your team.
Mate, don't talk about fucking 3 teeth when you saw that one buck tooth motherfucker with the mullet on TV. I got a photo of it actually, I think. But that motherfucker in the Sharks jersey, they call us fucking no teeth, and then you get a look at this fucking cunt. Yeah, continue.
Honestly,
while I get it up.
Rabbitohs played a perler of a game, beat us. I'm not, and I I said this to one of the guys who went to the game last night that we would lose. Confidently, I knew we would lose. You shouldn't be saying it about your team going into a final series. You just know we had Talakai out, and it's not an excuse. We just started fucking tanking. Oh yeah, he's hot. I would fuck his tooth. I'd fuck him in his tooth. Oh,
but yeah,
so
continue.
cracker of a game for you blokes. Very well done. Yeah, you can talk about completion rates and that. You guys just had more class and more finishing opportunities than what the Sharks did. We blew several opportunities.
Yeah. Well, both our teams' completion rates were fucking under 70 in the 60s. So
But it still proves though what you guys did. We've that limited.
Yeah. The one thing I'll say is we had more strike power around the park with more names who can pull out more of those fucking really good classy plays, as well as our defense. Compared to your defense last night, I'd have to say it was there was a massive difference there. Your defense in the last two games has been pretty poor, but last night we probably put our best defensive game on the whole season, I reckon. So that was one of the big factors, because defense wins those fucking games. So that was my main thing, was the defense, and then on the back of our defense, we were able to really, thump yous in the fucking middle of the field, and then use our edges on the back of that.
Oh, and you thumped us, mate. There's no two ways about it. You guys absolutely fucking dismantled us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Allianz?
Yep, that's right. The new stadium.
That's right. Yeah.
Isn't it called a core now?
Sorry?
I'm sure.
Isn't it
I
called a
thought it was
core?
Allianz.
No, that's is the Olympic Stadium. Allianz is the new Sydney football stadium that they just reopened. It's next to, you remember the old Sydney football stadium? They fucking tore it down like 3 years ago.
Oh, that's that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the new one. Yeah, so it's
Sweet.
Same name, Allianz, but it's redone and it's all fucking flash and shit now. So
no, that's sweet. That's sweet. I mean, when you think of it, put this into perspective. The postseason, right? We're talking purely postseason here. This is something I'm just looking up right now as we're talking. The only teams to have scored 30 points or more in the final series so far are the Rabbitohs, the Sharks. We've lost 30-32 to the Cowboys, the Eels.
yeah,
Right? Think of that for 1 second. The Raiders, the Roosters, the fucking Eels. Oh, start again.
Roosters, the Storm.
Clown.
Roosters, the Storm, and Penrith.
The Rabbitohs, the Cowboys, the Eels, and the Sharks. Sharks are gone. The other three teams remain. The dark horse in the team is Penrith. Penrith didn't score 30. They scored 27 against the Eels. And now we're really staring down the barrel. In my opinion, I think that the Cowboys are going to choke, and it's going to be Eels-Panthers grand final.
I'm with you on that one. Or
Panthers
will be through. Panthers will be through. I'd bet on that heavily.
Bet the house on it.
If they're fresh, you think their last performance, they were on the back of being rested for a full week. They come in, they put that performance in. They don't lose a lot of fucking they don't get a lot of injuries. The game isn't as physical as all the other games. Now they're going to get another fucking week's rest, and off the back of that, going to the prelims really fresh. It's that they'll get back in. I don't want them to. Fuck them. Fuck the cunts.
I don't want them to, but that's unfortunately.
And you fucking fans, you dirty cunts. But it'll be. I'm with you. I reckon it'll be Penrith Eels. To be honest.
So then let's put out an Uncle Taylor's prediction here. All three boys. Jackson's muted himself, so he can unmute himself now. Cowboys and Eels. Who takes the cake, and what's the score? Let's put a roughie out here. If I'll go first as an example, I reckon Eels will win. It'll be 26-18.
I think Eels 2 points. 2022.
2022. Okay, I like it. Jackson.
Just so there's a bit of division, I'll choose Panthers.
Jackson's not even listening to us, and this is what I mean. We listen to his political roundup. It's Cowboys or Eels, Jacko.
So it's
who's the team?
You said Panthers. You said Eels and Panthers.
I said it's the grand final. I'm talking prelims for this week coming, Jacko.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
because the grand final isn't predicted yet until these two teams play. These four teams play. So, Jacko, Cowboys or Eels? Who wins by how much?
Right, that changes. I'm still going to go against Eels. I'm going to say the Cowboys. Uh, I think the Eels will score 10. And the Cowboys maybe 16.
16-10 Cowboys. And
That
does the
could
quarterback
happen.
score a try or two?
Sorry,
Does the quarterback score a try or two?
not even dignifying that with a response.
Okay, well, the next one then. Panthers, Rabbitohs. Who wins it?
Fuck.
Who takes it? By how
Fuck.
much?
My heart says go with South, but then my logical brain is going to be like, no, it's Penrith. So I'm going to go, as much as I hate to do this, I'm going to go Panthers. And I think it'll be, fuck, I think it'll be a close one, to be honest. I think it's going to be closer than people think. I reckon, oh, fuck. Let me think. I
Well,
reckon maybe
yeah.
18-16.
2
Panthers.
points.
I'll
Another
join you
2-pointer.
with Panthers. I'm going to say 18-24.
I'm thinking, fuck it, I'll stand out here. I think Panthers will definitely win, but just for shits and giggles, Rabbitohs 12-11.
Oh, fuck, I hope so.
Rabbitohs 12-11.
I hope
And
you're the
then next
fucking
week-
prophet, mate.
Next week, there will not be another podcast after this weekend because we'll have the grand final and then we'll come back afterwards because
Yeah.
we'll be drinking on the piss and shit. So that's fine, but that's at least so far the prediction, and we'll come back to us for our prediction on the grand final. And if you're betting through Sportsbet, use code gambling is for losers and you will get nothing because you're fucking wasting your money. But then again, I talk. Anyway, cool. So that's that. That's a little short and sweet. And just for our friend Al, who listens to the podcast every single week, I'm sorry you're watching the AFL final season with your team not in it, Al. I now know what it's like. So thank you for your loving support of the podcast. And
I'm guessing
your
Al's a
tears.
Collingwood supporter.
No, he's from memory, he's Geelong Cats or Carlton.
Geelong is
I
in the
can t-
grand final. It's Geelong versus Swans.
It's got to be
That's gonna
Carlton then.
Carlton, right? Okay.
It's got to be Carlton.
Because of course all my family are Collingwood supporters, and they were disappointed that that I think it was by 1 point, if I remember correctly, the Swans
That is-
beat Collingwood.
95-94. It's controversial.
Just can't get
Good
into
old
that game,
Collingwood
I just can't get into it.
forever. Mate, I respect the shit out of them. They're
I
fit as
respect it.
fucking
I
anything.
respect it, but I just think it's a fucking messy game, and I just don't like it, to be honest. I just can't watch it. Same.
that's
I
fair,
can
bro.
watch soccer, but I can't watch fucking AFL.
No, he's Carlton. He's Carlton fan. Yeah, Carlton fan. Because Collingwood beat them 74-75. And I remember just going, oh, Al, I'm sorry.
Another 1 point. Another
1 point. So Collingwood beat them by 1, and then Sydney beat Collingwood by 1. You wouldn't you can't predict that shit.
Jesus
But
Christ.
now it's Geelong and Sydney in the grand
Geelong and
final
Sydney.
this Saturday coming at 2:30. So tell me, friends, I know Jesse doesn't watch it. I don't watch it. Who takes it by how much?
Ooh, I'm gonna say
Jackson's more an AFL fan than anything.
I'm going to say the Swans will take this. I know that it's going to be a tough match either way, because I know that the Geelong team is quite a fierce and strong team. But I'm still going to say the Swans purely based on their performance in the Collingwood game. You're wanting a score as well, aren't you?
Yeah, give us a score. I mean, for context, Geelong is the Penrith Panthers of the squad right now, from what I can see. 22 games played, 18 wins, 4 losses.
Oh, well, it's going to be hard. I remember the last grand final, isn't they were both scores in the hundreds.
So who takes it? By how much?
Well, I'm going to say
Sydney,
the Swans by, let's say 20.
All right.
I'm going to say
I'll
there'll
say
be 20 in front.
I'll say Sydney. I'll say Sydney as well, because obviously it's Sydney, and I'll say by about 8. 9 points. 9 points. Make it easier. 9 points.
I'll go Sydney. I can't give you a score because I don't follow that shit. So,
Just give us something.
Give us a number.
So how do they score it again? It's so the
So
middle
six,
post is
goal is 6, and behind is 1. So the
Alright.
outer posts are 1, and the one in the middle is 6.
okay. Well, I'll go Sydney by 7 then.
There you go.
Yeah.
7, 9, and 20. Okay, cool. Well, let's get into gaming. Let's wrap this up. We're coming up to the border being shut for the Mohicans to cross into Mexico.
All right, so the new release by Drago Entertainment, which are the same people that did Gas Station Simulator, is Food Truck Simulator, which came out yesterday. Oh, sorry, on Friday. But also had they had a bunch of problems on day one, which they did a hot fix for yesterday. So I actually got to enjoy playing the game yesterday, and it's pretty good. It's very fast paced. So basically, as the name suggests, you sort of run your own food truck business. So you actually get the truck, you got to, fit it out with all the appliances, buy the ingredients, go out to places and sell. And it's a really entertaining game. The only thing I don't like about it is that some of the recipes for some of the food products, like pizzas, for example, is just really complicated. They give you ample time to do it, but in the beginning, you have to sort of, as the game goes on, you unlock shelves and little, like in restaurants, you'll have certain little segments. So you might say, cheese slices in this segment, and then you've got another segment that'll be something else. Each of the segments they have, like, you'll have 2 blank in a shelf. So when you pull out the drawer, you've got like you start off with 2 different like little segments. You can fit 5 ingredients, like 5 of a particular ingredient. But I found it annoying that you can't mix and match. So, for example, if you've sliced 2 mozzarella slices, for example, and you've also sliced 2 tomatoes, you can't put tomato slices and mozzarella slices in the same shelf, which is quite annoying. You've got to put them in separate, but you only get 2. So it's near on impossible to choose what sort of ingredient you want to put in those shelves. So it's a lot of prep time because you've got to chop things, and there are so many pizzas that might have like 7 ingredients, and you've got to chop each one, and you can only have one thing on the chopping board at a time, and it's just it becomes quite tedious, and you've got to try and work around it. But other than that, it might be tedious, but it's a really fun game. So I'm really looking forward to it coming out. It's also due to come out to console, the same as Gas Station Sim. They haven't announced Gas Station Sim going on to the consoles yet. I've been eagerly watching every update that comes in, but I'll keep you posted on that. As I get further in the game for Food Truck Sim, I'll be able to give more of an opinion. But the beginning of it, and the campaign is quite interesting. I won't spoil too much of that in the opening week, so I'll come back to that in a couple of weeks' time once people have had a chance to actually play it.
When did you say this comes out?
It came out on Friday, just gone, so it's 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So I don't want to talk too much about the campaign because I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't played it and are interested in it. But
no, you can talk about it. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if it's something that you feel passionate about, I'd much prefer to hear your voice than just sit there silent.
Well, it was a shock. All right, well, I will, but it's a shocking. So the first couple of missions, you've got your father's old truck, and you sort of revamp it. You buy like oven and the grill and the fryer and all that sort of stuff, and you go out and serve a few nights, and I think it's 2 days and a night you do, and then after that you drive it back home, and you go to sleep, and you wake up, and one of your rivals, which was apparently your best friend in school, has actually set your whole garage alight. And you got to fight your way out and then rebuild basically. So I thought that was quite interesting to have in there, which reminds me a lot of a gas station sim. In the beginning, you get given a whole bunch of, when you first open up the gas station, you have all these gifts, they call it, which is like all the equipment that you need, all the products on the shelves. and they give you $5,000 worth of stuff, and then they expect the money back within 5 minutes. And because you've just started, you get maybe 3 customers max. So there's no way you'd get to that amount. And you end up bikies come in and end up knocking you out, sort of thing. So that was the gas station sim version. But I thought it was interesting that they'd had a disaster in the same mission number, because I think it was mission 3 on gas station sim, and it was mission 3 for food truck sim. So I thought it was quite interesting. They sort of married it together. And there's also a mission where you're cleaning up, you're having to do extra jobs to afford the truck and the maintenance of the new truck. And you actually go to the gas station and you're using a power washer, like Power Wash Sim, across the forecourt of the gas station. So it sort of marries in a whole lot of simulator games. So like gas station sim, food truck sim, and power wash sim. So I thought that was quite
Power Wash
interesting.
Sim. That Power Wash one was actually oddly satisfying to watch, to be
It
honest.
really was.
So I did a fucking ASMR or some shit, some sort of fucking fetish, I reckon. I'll get onto
That's
that.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Similar
for
to
fucking some
lawn
yeah,
mowing
because
sim as well.
you're like going over shit. It's a fucking autistic kid's dream, bro. Honestly.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. Satisfying. Satisfying.
Yeah. And the other one I wanted to talk about, of course, I've mentioned a few times in the first one, but Gas Station Sim just came out with a new update. So I've got that. I've got the list here because I couldn't remember it all. And I'm yet to play it yet. So I don't know. I can't really give a comment on how it is. But there were a few people who were speaking about how essentially there was some things that could be done better. So the first one is they all asked for a management tab, which I spoke about, I think it was last podcast or the one before, where you could actually open and close areas of the gas station. So if you didn't want people at a particular Bowser, you could turn off one of the
I think I've
Bowsers
heard
or a
this.
couple.
Thank you for told us this.
So that was when the update was sort of announced that it was going to happen. It released this morning. And I've installed it. I haven't played it yet, but I soon will. But they've done that. They've added another slot so you can have another employee, which I'm very happy about because you get 5 originally. Now we've got 6, so it's an extra person to help out. So I'm very happy with that. And they've also added in the old food truck as well, which I mentioned was going to happen around the time that Food Truck Sim was unveiled. I'll let you know if it's sort of, you can actually do anything with it. But at the moment, yeah, I'm not sure because I haven't played it. But yeah, there's various other, fixes, and they've done a few things to really sort of enhance the game. So I'm really looking forward to it. But I'll give you another report on that and another podcast.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Junko. Appreciate
good.
your little contribution there. That's I'm actually a bit scared. Are you feeling okay? You've said a lot tonight.
Oh,
I
fuck.
know.
It's good
Oh,
stuff.
throat hurts now.
I was going to say, oh, wow.
Oi.
Hey, big fella. What are you doing after work? No, good on you. Good stuff. Thank you, Jackson. Appreciate your contribution. Jesse, what do you want to talk about, son?
I just wanted to talk about that new Modern Warfare 2 beta that's come out and the new gameplay footage.
Yes.
And I want to get your opinions on it. So, what do you think
I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen some things already. I'm actually going to download it tomorrow because I can have it on the PlayStation for free for the beta. So I'm going to do it overnight and jump onto it tomorrow when I get home. So I'm keen to play it. I'm going to quickly watch a very hot minute video and we'll let you give us your spill and I'll tell you what I think too.
Okay. Basically, I've watched a whole fucking bunch of gameplay on it because every year I keep up to date with that sort of shit. I buy pretty much every COD game that comes out, regardless if it's shit or not. This year, after Vanguard, I left a really bad taste in my mouth, and I just haven't really. I think that really kind of killed it for me. It's kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, I reckon, with COD for me. And I've been playing it since literally 2005, I'd say, maybe even before that. No, 2005, I reckon, was the year I started playing it. And I've played every one since. Basically, it's just the only thing I can say is it looks The graphics look nice. Um, the maps look good, and that's literally the only positive thing I can say about it. Everything else looks like a dead set fucking reskin of Modern Warfare 2019. And if you like that game, you'll probably like this one. Me with that game, I mean, I liked it for the first month or two. After that, I didn't really rate it. It was too. It was just. It was the that was the COD game that got rid of regular lobbies, like regular. You know, you stay in a lobby after a game. It doesn't fucking disband you and puts you in a fucking another lobby. It doesn't get rid of all that sort of shit. And it introduced skill based matchmaking, and that just fucking killed it for me. And it doesn't look like they've changed that this year either. Also, the gunsmith fucking thing is back as well. I'm not a fan of the gunsmith. I prefer the old creator class versions where you could just chuck on a couple attachments. The gunsmith's too fucking there's just too many fucking variants. There's too many shit attachments that don't need to be there. You have to balance out fucking one thing for another fucking thing. You gotta, it's a bit shit. Um, Other than that, like, it just looks like a reskin, and I'm just not fucking happy about it. It's really just, is that all you could give us, really? Even Warzone looks fucking worse, in my opinion. Like, I'm just not fucking that hype for it. What I will do is I'll play the beta when it comes out. I think that's fair. I'm not pre-ordering it because fuck that. But I'll play the beta when it comes out, the open beta for free, and I'll gauge it then. I'm not going to fully judge it until I play it, but it looks the fucking same. And from a lot of people who have played it so far, it's basically the same fucking game with just shinier graphics and better maps.
I mean,
So
look, for me, like I'm watching this guy play it right now, Dismo, whatever his name is, and look, for the majority of what I'm seeing, it looks good. Like I'm happy with how the gun mechanics look, how it's all handling, like that looks good. Um, the gun spraying, the blood, that looks good. I'm quite happy with that, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Warzone I'm not a fan of anymore. Like I'm a bit over it with just grinded it way too much and got sick of it very quickly. Will I play it again? Yeah, unfortunately I will, because I'm just that kind of suckhole. So that's an easy one. In terms of how graphically looks, yeah, I kind of agree with you. It's a bit of a copy paste, certain camera positions, that kind of stuff. I can definitely see that. But for the majority, it's not the worst in the world, man. Like it's not the worst. It's not the best. It's not the worst either. So I can definitely, I'll definitely be fucking with it. And tomorrow night I'll be able to give a much better opinion for the limited hours I'll be playing it. So I can definitely verify that.
I think my main thing this year is I've taken off those rose-colored glasses of the new game. I think because every year I would give it the benefit of the doubt, and I'd be like, you know what, this could be a fucking fresh year. It could be a good game this year. And every year I'd say, oh yeah, no, like I'd say those same things. I'd say, it looks fucking good. It looks smooth. This looks good, and because it looks fresh. It's kind of like that honeymoon phase you go through. Even with Vanguard, I think I said that. And I think this year I'm going in with the mindset of actually being more critical of it. Actually, because the shit that they're producing the last 3 years for COD has just been fucking it's fucking bad.
Woeful.
It's
bad.
Been
woeful, bro.
It's been bad, and I'm looking at this and I'm like thinking, well, this is meant to last us. This game is meant to last us 2 fucking years, because the next release is going to be 2 years after this one. This is going to be This is a 2 year game cycle for this bad boy, which it could be a positive. There's a lot of things, if it doesn't come out good, they could improve on a lot of things. But I'm thinking they're going to fuck it up with all the fucking skins and all the bullshit that they put into the fucking game. I don't know, man. I'm just this. I really, it just looks the fucking same to me. Like all the mechanics, everything just looks the fucking same. Like it just looks a bit shinier. That's all I can say. It looks shinier. It's a shinier version of Modern Warfare 2019, and I'm just like, don't get me wrong, I'm keen to try the beta to see what it's actually like. But if that's shit, man, I don't even know if I'll get it this year, man. I mean that,
I mean, I guess, reserve your opinion till next week, I guess. And like, as in the
Yeah.
official opinion, I'm keen to try the beta. I'm keen to see what it's like, but that's about as far as it is. Again, even for me right now, I don't
Yeah.
want to really jump out and spend $100 on it,
Yeah.
but I will if I'll enjoy it. I think the hardest thing is there's not been a good shooter out for a while, and for me, this is that good shooter. Hopefully, from the
Hopefully,
gameplay I've watched, I'm hoping.
I hope I can eat some fucking humble pie and it's fucking amazing, to be honest, man. That's what I want. And I'm hoping that, okay, here's the thing. If I say I'm not going to buy it because it's shit, I will probably, like you said to me, I probably will end up buying it, but it won't be straight away. I'll probably wait till the prices go down or like later on or something like that. But if it's crap, if I don't like the beta, I probably won't buy it when it comes out straight away. I'll probably just reserve it for later on or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See how it goes.
Mate, we'll see, dude. Like anything's possible, bruv. I know that I'll probably be seeing you on there, which would be nice.
Yeah, at some point. Yeah.
At some point, I'll see you on there.
Who knows? I
reckon.
might even just get it just if you're on there playing it, just for something to fucking play, man. Honestly, just because of
That's
that
what I mean.
element, I think.
But you got to get your Xbox. You got to get a new Xbox, son.
Oh fuck, bro. Oh.
So I want to start a GoFundMe for Jesse, and we want to get an Xbox soon. Jackson's even considering selling his Xbox because he doesn't touch it. He's muted himself.
Denied the allegations.
Yeah, mate, exactly, mate. Sound exactly like ScoMo would. Very quickly, I want to very quickly touch on a game for myself, another game. Formula One Manager. I put 6 episodes out on YouTube. More's coming. It has been a blast playing this game. A lot of hot fixes have come out. If you're into your sim games and that kind of shit, like Uncle Taylor is, definitely fucking get on it. It's been an absolute blast and a half. So definitely recommend it. With the quick 2 minutes we got left, Jacko, you want to quickly give yourself a little shout out?
Yes, anyone who wants to have a look at the politics content that I tend to throw in, you can reach me at APH question time if you're looking for the banner. I've just changed my wallpaper to that.
Did you copy because I put Uncle Taylor's up?
No, I didn't. I just had a look. I was like, I feel like changing up the thing.
Lie. Okay. Jesse, where can we find you at?
You can find me at your local pub, sinking down a couple of fucking schooners, mate. That's where you can find me.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Chatting up the bar, mate, to get some free beer. That's how we like it, mate.
That's how you do it, mate.
How you do it. Get that money. Obviously, come find me, Uncle Taylor. Where you watching this from? Where you listening to this from? Where is it? Uncle Taylor. So join up to the family. Great to have you here, boys. Thank you so much for all your work tonight, Jacko. And Jacko, big round of applause for Jacko, guys. He really fucking contributed a lot tonight, and I really mean that. So thank you, Jackson, for that. Yeah, we appreciate it. Jesse, thank you very much. Jacko, thank you very much. Taylor, thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful night, guys. And I'll speak to you guys very soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
Thanks, boys. See you later.